learn to correct the Tadasana, learn to observe your students' bodies in the Tadasana and correct it. So, the pressure on the big toe, pressure on the pinky toe on the other side, which may not be visible in the slide, but the pressure on this area and the pressure on the heel bone. The heel bone, your body reads it as a coin shaped bone, but see, it's not a coin shape. These are the tarsals. Just like in the hand there are carpals, in the foot there are tarsals. And this is the arches. The arches are flat because of the strength of these ligaments. They are ligaments lengthwise, they are ligaments, transverse ligaments on the breadth-wise. So, these general, as a yoga teacher, we do not have to go deep into the study. We are not going to do surgeries. So, for us it is a different course. We do not have to go deep into that kind of study, but our understanding should be there. Intuitive feeling we should be able to bring. So, these are the arches, and how do we pull the arches? By pulling the muscles on top of this tibia bone. When you will be pulling the muscles here, there are muscles in the front, at the back. So, when you pull these muscles by pulling the kneecaps up, by aligning the leg in straight line, only then you bring the effort to pull this area up. And what are you doing? You are pulling the ligaments up. You are working on these muscles. No need to know the names of these muscles, but action, how the action is causing the movement here. And now when we stand, we feel as if a coin shaped bone in the heel is there. And when I have when I have taught you that when we were learning how to stand in the Tadasana, so cueing and the execution of the asana and knowledge of the bones. Once it is clear, then you can deal with the ankle pain as well. So, now this bone is this is the talus bone. This bone is called talus. These are, like I said, 8 carpals and 7 tarsals. The tarsals, there are the 7 tiny bones here, tiny bones with the weird different shapes. These are called irregular bones. So, these bones, and this is the talus, and now talus is attached with the tibia bone, the distal end of the tibia bone. So, now the tibia bone here and this bone. So, if somebody is putting all the weight on the leg like this and the weight goes on the knees are tilting on the inner side. So, there is what happens, there is more pressure on the inner side of the knee. So, inner bones, if this is my knee, so the inner bones are coming together heavily, outer bones sometimes float away from each other. So, this is the position of the knee, but it should be like this, a flat surface parallel to each other and maybe little away from each other. The same thing. We will not study these joints in detail because it needs lots of time. So, that is why I gave you general idea of synovial joint today. Tomorrow I will be talking about the knee joint and the synovial joints in 200 hours. But here I am assuming that we all know those things already. Now, the thing is that if you pull the kneecaps up, and the way I say, imagine you are wearing a high pencil heel, you are digging it down. What are you doing? You are pushing this area of the foot down, and the kneecap is pulling this bone up. So, you are creating space here. There is synovial fluid that will help you to make it supple and move friction free. And that is how I keep telling you about the way I have been dealing with my students with the therapy sessions. So, I can deal with, so sometimes it is the inability to see clearly. We all know how to stand in the Tadasana, and I have seen lots of people, they are masters of asanas, they will tell you everything, but then you tell them that I have pain in my ankles, then they have no clarity how to deal with it. It is simple then, now the clarity is there that you increase the gap between the two bones. That is what we are doing in the spine, axial extension of the spine, extension in each joint. So, here when you are digging the heels down, pulling the kneecaps up, equal pressure on the pinky toe, big toe, heel, there is some harmony in the pressure, you will see that the ankle is not hurting anymore. Bones will go away, and the friction will not be there when you are moving. So, just even for a few seconds or few minutes, you do this exercise, and then the body knows, the ligaments are becoming tight, the muscles are tight, they will hold it for a while. So now if you walk, you will say, oh, I feel very light, I feel very stable, but you have to repeat it again and again. In the beginning, maybe twice a day, every day for 10-15 days, then maybe every day, then it becomes a regular permanent programming in your mind, and you would not even realize, but your body will pull everything, and when you are standing very smartly on your 2 feet and the body is holding it. So
I forgot to say before, but the ankles, I was feeling heavier also, but it's normal because all the pressure on
yeah. So for you, generally when we lie down, ankles should not feel heavy. You are feeling heavy because of the tilt in the pelvis, scoliosis. So the body is in a permanent pressure, and this pressure comes on one leg. So maybe this knee is tilting inward, and that's why the ankle feels heavy.
But then
These exercises will ease you, but you have to do some more deeper, precise adjustments as well. But in general, this exercise will give you some relief. And that's what the first step of learning is, that in general, even if a no scoliosis body can feel ease. And this is the ankle joint. And now I'll show you the knee joint. So I'll take you to the knee joint now. So again you will see the pain in the knee, how do we deal with it? Just this is the last thing we are seeing, because I think we are short of time. Where is this? This. It's telling us the time is over.
oh, we can see from the computer.
Yeah, you can see from the computer. Let me take it out, and you guys can come here. I'll turn it towards you. So come in the front of the computer. Sit in the front. So everyone can see that way. So this is the knee joint. And again, it's just a reminder that the bones should be going away from each other. Execution cueing, you can learn, you can make your own, and then sometimes we learn from other teachers that you like this kind of